Welcome to your yoga practice. Come take a comfortable seated position, cross-legged, perhaps sitting on the edge of a blanket or a pillow. Rise on up tall through the sides of your spine. Shoulders, arms, hands go limp. Soften your eyes. Soften your cheeks. Soften your jaw. Take a deep breath in with me. And slowly exhale. Again, breathe in. Breathe out. Continue breathing on your own. Rest your right hand on your heart. Begin to notice the movement of your body as you breathe in. Chest rises. Chest falls as you breathe out. Breathe in, rise. Breathe out, fall. In, out. Continue breathing. With each inhale, your body grows spacious. With each exhale, your body quiets and relaxes. Release your right hand down to your thigh. Let your breath be natural. A couple more breaths this way. Slowly open your eyes. Inhale, sweep your arms up above you. Join palms, slice down to your heart space. Let's begin the practice with 3 ohms. Breathe in. When you're ready, slowly open up your eyes. Rotate your head to the right. Give a little squeeze. Back to center. Rotate your head to the left. Give a little squeeze. Back to center. Let your right ear fall down to your right shoulder. Breathe. Return to center. Left ear falls to left shoulder. Breathe. Back up to center. Draw your chin back, drop it down to your chest, stretching the back of your neck. Return to center. Roll your shoulders forward, up, back, and down. Around and around you go. Beginning to warm up our body. Pause. Reverse that roll. and pause. Place your right hand on the earth. As you inhale, left arm rises. Lean on over to the right just a little bit more. Take an inhale. As you exhale, completely come over to the other side, planting your left hand on the earth, reaching towards the left. Inhale back to the right. Exhale to the left. Side to side you go, finding your own pace, letting your breath be your guide. Next time you find yourself on the right, hold. Stretch your arm out just a little bit more. Stretch. Come up and over to the left. Stretch. Return to center. Hands go loose. Flop them around. Begin to twist from side to side. Letting your arms flop here and there. Maybe slapping yourself. A gentle slap. Next time you find yourself looking over at the right, place your right hand down behind you. Left hand can come to right thigh. Inhale, push your spine up. Exhale, twist just a little bit more. Inhale, push up. Exhale, twist just a little bit more. Return to center. Rotate all the way over to the left. Left hand comes behind you. Right hand on left thigh. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, twist. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, twist just a little bit more. Release to center. Arms come out to a T. Take an inhale. As you exhale, cross your arms in front of you, bending your elbows, giving yourself a hug. Curl your spine back into the letter C. Inhale, open your arms back up to the letter T and draw them behind you a little bit more. Chest lifts, arching the back. Exhale into the letter C. Inhale, arch up. Back and forth you go, letting your breath guide you. Taking the full length of the breath to move into one pose, full length of the breath into the other. And pause. Extend your legs straight out in front of you, Dandasa pose, staff pose, toes point straight up. Just shake your legs a little bit here. Movement in the knees. Lean back onto your hands, roll your ankles around. And pause. Roll the other way. Please place your hands by your hips. Toes point straight up. Draw in your lower abs. The navel comes towards the spine. Rise on up tall out of your waist. Shoulders come back. Crown of head reaches to the sky. Breathe here. Staff pose. Release. Please come to your hands and knees, perhaps using a blanket to cushion your knees. Wrists right under your shoulders, knees right under your hips. Spread your fingers wide, taking up as much room on the mat. Notice the webbing between your fingers, a nice base. This helps engage your wrists to keep your arms stable. If there is any discomfort in the wrists, Then roll up the end of your mat a couple times. Place the heel of your palm on the edge to decrease the fold in the wrist. Or feel free to come up on your fists. Take a breath here. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in. As you exhale, drop your tailbone down. Spine lifts, head drops, cat pose. As you inhale, tailbone lifts, belly drops, shoulders rise. Cow pose. Continue breathing, moving through cat and cow. Connecting to breath. Next time you find yourself in cat, hold. Press hands into the ground, lift your spine a little bit higher. As you inhale, come into cow. Draw your chest forward and up. Breathe. Release back into table. Place your weight onto your right hand. Left hand swings up, rotating over to the left. As you exhale, sweep down, coming under your right arm. Inhale, open up to the left. Exhale, sweep down, twisting side to side. Inhale one more time. Exhale, sweep down. Place your left hand down, shake out your right. Inhale, open your chest over to the right, lifting up. Exhale, sweep down. Inhale, twisting open to the right, arm lifts. Exhale, sweep down. One more time. In and open. Out and sweep. Return to table, shake out your left hand. Sit your hips back down onto your heels. Extend your arms out in front of you. Stretch out. Child's pose. Breathe here. Deep, long, slow, complete breaths in, filling up your back body. Deep, slow, deep breaths out, completely emptying your lungs. Let this be your resting pose. At any time you want to take a break, feel free to come into child's pose. Balasana. Staying in Balasana, walk both hands over to the right, stretching out the left side of your body. Stretch the left hand out just a little bit more. Walk your hands back to center, and then continue on all the way over to the left side. Stretch your right hand out just a little bit more. Feel that stretch. Return to center. Come back into table. Extend your right leg out behind you. Ball and foot touches earth. Just rock back and forth, stretching out your calf. Replace that knee back down. Left leg extends out. Rock. Replace the knee back down. Feel free to shake out your wrists. Extend the right leg behind you. Lift it up, flex your foot. Push the heel to the wall behind you. Weight comes onto your right hand. Left hand jets out in front. Thumb points up. Reach in opposite directions. And come on down. Shake out your right hand. Left leg extends behind you. Flex your foot. Push your heel to the wall behind you. Weight onto your left hand. Right hand jets out, thumb points up. Reach in opposite directions. Bird dog pose. Hands placed back down. Come up to high kneel. Hips are over your knees, hands on hips. Step your right foot forward. Slide your hips forward and down, placing your clasped hands on your thigh. Inhale, draw your hips back, straightening your front leg. Exhale, come forward. Check to make sure your knee is over your ankle, not past your ankle. Inhale, straighten leg, draw the hips back. Exhale, come forward. One more time. Inhale, draw back. Exhale, come forward. Place your left hand on the earth, right hand stays on the knee. Twist open towards the right. Breathe here a couple breaths. Return your torso to parallel to the earth. Come up to a high kneel. Draw your front leg back. Plant your knee back down. Left side. Step on out with your left side. Slide your hips forward and down. Clasp hands can be on your thighs. Inhale. Draw your hips back, straightening the left leg. Inhale. As you exhale, come forward. Back and forth you go. Inhale, hips draw back, leg straightens. Exhale, come forward. One more time. Exhale, come forward. Right hand plants on the earth, left hand on thigh. Twist open to your left. Breathe in. Breathe out. Return your torso to parallel to the earth. Draw your hips back. Slide the front foot back into high kneel. Right side comes out again. Straighten your leg, lift your toes. Forward fold, placing your hands on blocks of the earth. Maybe a couple books will work just the same as blocks. Elongate your spine. The heart moves away from the belly button. And then let your shoulders and head drop, keeping the lower spine nice and long. Rise on up, slide the front foot back, knee plants. Left foot extends. Straighten that knee any amount, toes lift. Elongate your spine, the heart moves away from the belly button, length to your torso. Hinge at the bottom of your hips. Hands can place on blocks, books, or floor. And then shoulders and head can release. Breathe in. Breathe out. Rise on back up. Slide your foot back. Plant your knees. One more time into table. Tuck your back toes under. Hands spread wide as much as they can. Look for the webbing between your fingers. Inhale. Exhale. Hips rise up into downward facing dog. Slide those hips to the wall behind you. Bend your knees. Walk your dog. Bend your right knee, straighten your left. Bend your left knee, straighten your right. Continue walking your dog. Pause. Roll your shoulders forward over your wrists, coming into plank pose, high push-up pose. Feel free to place your knees down, that's fine. Breathe here. Draw in your lower abs, navel comes towards your spine. And breathe. And if you haven't already, now place your knees down. Draw your hips towards your heels. Come into Balasana, child's pose. Arms can be down by your hips. Make a fist and twist your wrists. Breathe. Deep, long, complete breath in. Deep, long, complete breaths out. Please make your way up to standing. Walk to the front of your mat. Feet are hip distance apart, toes point forward. So look down, see that there's about a fist and a half distance between your feet. Lift your toes, root back onto your heels. Lower your toes back down, mountain pose. Lift up your kneecaps. Draw in and up your navel center. Heart lifts away from waist. Shoulders draw back but are relaxed. Energy into the hands, mountain pose. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Make a ring with your middle finger and thumb on the left hand. Wrap it around the right wrist. Palm faces up. Inhale, reach up out of your waist. Exhale, over to the right. Slide your hips a little bit deeper to the left. Half moon pose. Inhale, rise arm back up to center, drop the arms. Lift your toes, rock back onto your heels. Lower your toes back down. Engage your thighs, drawing the kneecaps up. Draw in the navel center. Shoulders draw back and down. Energy into the hands. Crown of head reaches to the sky. Arms sweep up. Make a ring with the middle finger and thumb on the right hand. Turn that palm up. Grab the left wrist. Reach up out of your waist. Lean over to the left. Hips slide to the right. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale back to center. Drop the arms. Bend your knees. Drop your hips down. Come into chair pose. Rock back on your heels. Draw your navel to your spine. Hands could be namaste by your heart space, or reach them up. Palms face each other. Breathe, just breathe. Perhaps go a little bit deeper. Push on up to standing. Join hands at the top. Slice down into namaste. Hands release. Come into ragdoll. Separate your feet to the outer edges of the mat. Turn your toes out slightly. Generously bend your knees. Forward fold, hinging at the hips. Let your head drop down. Opposite hand, clasp opposite elbow. Hang your head heavy. Imagine your spine is just a chain of pearls dangling down. Breathe here. Perhaps nod your head yes. Shake your head no. Release your hands. Roll up one vertebra at a time. Come up to standing. Walk your feet back under your hips. Mountain pose. To begin sun salutations day. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Heart lifts. Draw in your lower abs. Exhale, swan dive down, hinging at your hips. Inhale, come to halfway lift. Long spine, hand can be on thighs or calves, shins. Crown of head reaches to the wall in front of you, tailbone to the wall behind you. Exhale, bend your knees, plant your hands wide. Step one leg back, the other leg back into plank, high push-up. Inhale. Exhale, place your knees down, draw your elbows back as you lower yourself onto the floor. Inhale, lift your hands apart. Draw your shoulders back, cobra pose. Exhale, release back down. Inhale into table. Stay in table or exhale into downward facing dog. Breathe here, 5 deep, long, cleansing breaths. Feel free to always come into child's pose. If you're in child's pose, please return to downward facing dog or table. From table or downward facing dog, step your hands between your feet. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive up, palms above you, join. Exhale, slice down to your heart space, prayer position. Sun salutation one more time. Inhale, arms rise, heart lifts. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back into high plank. Knees plant. Lower down into low plank. Belly rests on the earth. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, through table into downward facing dog. Couple breaths here. Inhale, come up to the balls of your feet. Exhale, bend your knees. Walk your feet between your hands. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive up, arms overhead. Join hands, slice down. Stay in mountain pose, hands in namaste. Notice how your body feels. Just notice. That's the important part. Come stand at the front of your mat, feet hip distance apart, hands on hips. Slide your right foot back, angle your heel in. Look back, see that your toes are pointed about 30 degrees outward. Straighten your front leg. Breathe in. As you breathe out, bend the front knee, slide it forward, hips come down. Notice how this feels. If you like to go deeper, heel toe your front foot forward. Square your hips. Right hip comes forward, left hip comes back. Arms to the side. Inhale, Rise your arms up. Shoulder blades come down. Have a sense of your thighs squeezing towards the center line, activating the inner grind. Release that squeeze. Open up into Warrior 2. Look down, check to make sure that your front heel is in line with your back arch. Straighten your leg for a moment. Arms reach out in opposite directions. Bend the front knee, slide it forward, hips drop down. Once again, check how this feels in your body. If you'd like to go deeper, heel toe your front foot forward, drop your hips down a little bit more. Energy into your thighs, squeeze your thighs. Energy into your arms, radiate them out in opposite directions. Look over your front fingertips. Breathe. Straighten the front leg. Reach forward with the front hand, straight forward. Reach, hinging at the hips. Front hand comes down by the thigh or shin. Opposite arm shoots out in the opposite direction. Bring energy into the arms. Tighten the thighs. Energy into the legs. Triangle pose. Breathe. Open your heart. Top ribs roll back. Top shoulder rolls back. And breathe. Breathing in. Breathing out. Bend the front knee, place the front forearm on that thigh. Reach the other hand straight up, palm faces the front of the room. Draw the forearm over your ear, side angle pose. Push your back foot into the ground. Reach out through your fingertips, a nice line of energy from foot to hips to shoulder to fingertips. Reach. If you like to go deeper, place your bottom hand on a block or the floor. Breathe. To come out, reach your top hand straight up. As you inhale, let that hand pull you up and back into Warrior 2 just for a breath. Place the back hand on the thigh. Front palm turns up. Reverse your warrior, raising the front hand up, watching the hand as it rises. Small arch to your back. Straighten your front leg for a break. And then rebend it, sliding your hips down when you're ready. Breathe. Place hands on hips. Rotate front foot to point towards the side wall. Back foot points to the side wall. Feet are parallel. Wide angle stance. Bend your knees. Hinge at the hips. Forward fold. Knees may remain slightly bent. Breathe. Come up to a halfway lift. Right hand on right thigh. Left hand on left thigh. Inhale, walk yourself up to standing. Step to the top of the mount and shake out. Other side, mountain pose. Place hands on hips. Slide the left foot back. Angle the heel in. Look back. See that your toes are pointing about a 30-degree angle. Straighten the front leg to begin. Bend the knee, slide it forward, hips come down. Feel your stance. If you want to go deeper, heel toe the front foot forward, dropping the hips down. Press the back heel of the back foot into the ground. Squeeze the thighs together, activating the inner groin. Arms down by the sides. Inhale, rise the arms up, shoulders drop down. Square your hips, warrior one. And breathe. Open up into warrior two. Look down, check to make sure that your front heel is in line with your back arch. Straighten your leg for a moment. Arms reach out in opposite directions. Bend the front knee, slide it forward, hips drop down. Once again, check how this feels in your body. If you'd like to go deeper, heel toe your front foot forward, drop your hips down a little bit more. Energy into your thighs, squeeze your thighs. Energy into your arms, radiate them out in opposite directions. Look over your front fingertips. Breathe. Straighten the front leg. Reach forward with the front hand, straight forward. Reach, 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 hinging at the hips. Front hand comes down to thigh or shin. Opposite arm shoots out in the opposite direction. Bring energy into the arms. Tighten the thighs. Energy into the legs. Triangle pose. Breathe. Open your heart. Top, ribs roll back, top, shoulder roll back, and breathe. Breathing in, breathing out. Bend the front knee, place the front forearm on that thigh. Reach the other hand straight up, palm faces the front of the room. Draw the forearm over your ear, side angle pose. Push your back foot into the ground. Reach out through your fingertips, a nice line of energy from foot to hips to shoulder to fingertips. Breathe. If you'd like to go deeper, place your bottom hand on a block or the floor. Breathe. To come out, reach your top hand straight up. As you inhale, let that hand pull you up and back into warrior two, just for a breath. Place the back hand on the thigh. Front palm turns up. Reverse your warrior, raising the front hand up, watching the hand as it rises. Small arch to your back. Straighten your front leg for a break. And then rebend it, sliding your hips down when you're ready. Breathe. Place hands on hips. Rotate front foot to point towards the side wall. Back foot points to the side wall. Feet are parallel. Wide angle stance. Interlace your fingers behind you. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Knuckles reach towards the floor. Heart lifts. Inhale. Exhale, bend your knees, hinge at the hips, drop your head down. Fingers reach towards the sky any amount. Breathe. Knees can be bent. Release your hands. Place each hand on one thigh. Walk yourself up. Come up to standing. Hands on hips. Step to the front of the mat. Create mountain pose once again. Feet are parallel, pointing straight to the front of the mat. Weight onto your right foot. Bend left knee. Lift the knee. Open up the thigh for tree pose, placing the sole of the foot on your calf or upper thigh. Just not on your knee. Knees do not go sideways. Press sole of foot into thigh, thigh into the sole of the foot. Inhale, arms reach up, shoulders drop down. Feel free to bring your hands into Namaste, resting them on your heart space, or staying tall with branches shooting up. Breathe. Find a place to focus your eyes. That helps with the balance. Arms come down to hips. Left knee comes forward, lifts, place down, shake out. Weight onto your left foot. Right knee bends, opens up. Place sole of foot on calf or upper thigh. Once again, not on the knee. Knees don't go sideways. If on the thigh, press sole of foot into thigh, thigh into the sole of the foot. In any case, engage your standing leg. Tighten the thigh. Inhale, arms reach up, shoulders drop down. Or bring hands into Namaste. And breathe. Find a focal point. Draw your knee back to center, lift it up and place it down, shake out. Make your way down to sitting. Knees are bent, feet are placed out in front of you. Grab onto the back of your thighs, pull your heart forward. Engage your lower abs, draw the belly button towards the spine to prep for boat pose. Staying here with the heart moving forward and up. Or rock back onto your sits bones, hover your feet. Perhaps lifting shins to parallel to the floor. Feel free to hold onto your thighs or let go. Draw in those lower abs. Hold. Hold. Release. Come into a cross-legged sitting position. Forward fold any amount. And breathe. Please lay down on your back. Knees are bent, feet are planted on the earth. For bridge pose. Toes point forward, feet are hip distance apart. Walk your feet back towards your hips. I like the feet just a little bit before the knees. Hands down to your side. A little movement. Inhale, arms rise up and over, head landing on the floor above your head. Exhale, bring arms up and back over, landing by your hips. This time with the hips. Inhale, lift the hips up just a couple inches, arms rise up and over. Exhale, hips come back to the floor, hands up, and back down to your hips. Again, inhale, hips and hands move. Exhale, hips and hands return. One more time. On your own, with breath. Full bridge now. Inhale, press feet into the earth, hands into the earth. Lift your hips up, up, up. Interlace your hands underneath you. Walk one shoulder underneath, the other shoulder underneath. Press pinky finger into the earth to lift your hips up a little bit more. Chest comes towards chin. And release your hands, bringing them to the side. Slowly lower your spine back down, one vertebra at a time. When hips plant, bring knees together, walk feet out, heel toe out to the edge of your mat for knock knee pose. It's a nice counter stretch to bridge. Walk your feet back towards hip distance apart. Draw your knees in. Give a little squeeze. Invite your head towards your knees. Lower your head back down. Feet plant. Windshield wiper your shins back and forth. Drop both of them to the right. Up to center. Down to left. Up and over, back to the right, to the left, back and forth you go, rocking your hips. Pause in the center. Roll over to one side, push yourself up, back into a seated position. If you like, please sit up again on a cushion. Legs straighten along the mat. Flex your feet. Toes point straight up. Dandasana, staff pose. Raise your heart away from your belly button. Grow tall, each vertebra reaching taller, taller, taller. Crown of head reaches to the sky. Hands can be behind you for support, alongside your hips, or in Namaste. Bend your right knee, cross it over your left thigh. Interlace your fingers in front of your right knee. Pull your elbows back, shoulders draw back, heart comes forward and up. Add a twist. Bring the right arm behind you. Left elbow, crook of the elbow comes to the knee. Or keep your hand on the knee, that's fine. Inhale, push your body up. Exhale, twist over to the right. Twist your waist, your ribs, your shoulders. Perhaps your head if that's comfortable in your neck. One breath here. Slowly untwist. Release your right leg to the floor. Breathe. Bend left knee, cross that foot over the right thigh. Interlace your hands, grab the front of your knee. Elbows draw back, shoulders draw back, heart moves forward and up. Add a twist. Left arm comes behind you, crook of right arm to the knee, or stay with your hand on the knee. Inhale, push your torso up. Exhale, twist over to the left. Waist twist, ribs twist, shoulders twist. Inhale one more time, twist just a little bit more in the exhale. Slowly release out of this twist. Draw the soles of your feet together, thighs open up for bound ankle pose. Play with this pose. To lessen the stretch, heels move away from your hips. To increase the stretch, heels move towards your hips. Finding just the right stretch, keeping it comfortable. Hands behind you, heart lifts. Bring the hands in front of your legs. Long spine, heart moves away from belly button. Keeping the spine long with the heart moving forward, walk your hands out, coming into a forward fold. Pausing at your natural stopping point. Shoulders and head drop. Breathe.
Well, there was a time when you let me know what's really going on below.
Walk your hands back to lift your torso. Hands come behind you. Bring your knees towards center. Separate your feet hip distance apart. Windshield wiper. Your shins back and forth. Rock your hips. This brings release to your lower back. Place your legs straight out in front of you. Bend the right knee. Place the sole of the foot against your thigh, anywhere where it goes. Thigh opens up, drops to the side. Hands placed behind you, heart lifts. Walk the hands in front, straddling your straight leg. Inhale, rise your spine up, 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 hinging at the hips. Hands walk forward, lowering your torso towards your thigh any amount. Come to your natural stopping point. Shoulders and head release. Breathe. Ever so slowly, walk your hands back to come up. Bend both knees, plant the feet as wide as the mat, hands behind you. Windshield wiper back and forth, letting the hips rock. Both legs come out in front. Bend the left knee, place the sole of the foot against the straight leg thigh. Let the left thigh drop down. Hands behind you, push up, heart lifts. Bring the hands in front, straddling your straight leg. Inhale, reach your spine up, leading with the heart. Let the heart come forward as you hinge at the hips, lowering your torso towards your thigh. Find your pose. Shoulders and head drop. Breathe. Breathing in, breathing out. Slowly walk your hands back up. Hands go behind. Windshield wiper your shins back and forth. Really rocking your hips. Pause and center. Bring yourself into table to prep for pigeon. Right knee slides forward behind right wrist. Swing the right foot in front of left thigh. Left leg slides straight back. Notice if your hips are above the earth, feel free to put a cushion right underneath your right hip. Walk your hands forward, lower your body towards the earth. Notice if the head connects to earth, rest. If not, stack up your fists, rest your head on your hands. Your fists. Take an inhale, big, deep inhale. Exhale, relax your body into the earth. Nice, long, deep breath in. Nice, long, deep breath out. Breathe. Please push back up into table. Extend your right leg behind you. Give it a shake. Place the right knee on the earth. Pigeon on the left side. Slide the left knee behind the left wrist. Swing the left foot out in front of the right thigh. Right leg slides backwards. If you like, place a cushion under your left hip. Walk your hands forward, finding a place to rest your head on the floor or stacked up fists. Breathe. Deep breath in. Exhale. Relax your body into the earth. Let your body sink. Deep, long breath in. Deep, long breath out. Breathe. Slowly return to table. Left leg extends behind you. Give it a shake. Place that knee down. Drop your hips to one side. Swing your legs forward. And then slowly, with support behind you, lower yourself down onto the floor, laying on your back. Bring both knees into your chest. Hold behind your thighs or below your knees on your shins. Squeeze. Release the left knee. Hold on to the right knee only. Left leg reach up to the sky. Slowly lower it back down to the earth, extending along the mat. Squeeze right thigh into chest. Both knees come in again. Draw circles with your knees, massaging all four corners of your hips. Hold on to your left knee. Right leg reaches up, slowly lowers down, extending along the mat. Squeeze the left knee in one more time. Draw both knees in. Rock side to side, massaging the full length of your back. Release your hands, extend your both legs up to the sky. Inverse pose. Breathe. Place hand on belly. Notice as you breathe the soft rise and fall of the belly. You have a rhythm there. Let the rhythm be soothing. Breathing in, breathing out. After your next exhale, draw both knees into the chest, arms come out to T, drop both knees over to the right. Twisted tree pose. If it's comfortable in your neck, look over to the left. With each exhale, let your body go, sink into the earth. Breathing in, breathing out. Draw both knees to the center, plant your feet down, knees are bent. Realign your body along the mat. A breath here. Draw knees back into the chest. Drop both knees over to the left. Arms out to T. Look over the right shoulder if comfortable in your neck. Inhale. Exhale, let go and sink, sink, sink. Breathe. Breathing in, breathing out. Draw both knees back to center. Plant your feet. Realign your body along the mat. Hands down by your hips. Extend your legs out along the mat. Shavasana. Palms are soft. Arms are heavy. Relax the arms. Relax. Let them sink into the ground. Heavy, heavy arms. Legs are heavy. Relax the legs. Let them sink into the earth. Heavy, heavy legs. Soften your buttocks. Soften your belly. Soften your heart space. Back body releases. Soft jaw, soft cheeks, soft eyes. Rest into the earth. Rest, rest, rest. Take a breath in through your nose. Let it out. Wiggle your fingers, your toes. Roll on over to the right side into a fetal position. Couple breaths here. Using your top hands staying sideways, push yourself up into a seated position. Palms touch, thumbs rest on your heart space. Seal the practice with 3 ohms. Breathe in. Thank yourself for bringing you to the mat. All the good and love inside me honors and recognizes all the good and love inside you. Namaste. Hi, thank you very much for watching my video. My name is Sherry Solomon. I teach yoga in the greater Boston area. Company's name is Coco Plum Yoga. Feel free to look at my webpage, cocoplumyoga.com. The schedule's there. Thank you.